everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine and this is Leah Sees Movies. Today we are on to episode 5 of Young Justice, and it's been a minute since I watched, obviously, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's been a bit of a time, and I'm really enjoying this so far. Last episode, Calder was named the head of the team, as he obviously always should have been, and I'm still waiting for the blonde girl to show up. How long does this take? She's in the intro from the I feel like at this point they could have had like a separate intro, because every episode I'm like, come on, blonde girl. But hopefully this is the one. But going off the thumbnail with a big old Superboy on it, probably not. So too much talking, let's get started. I'm assuming that bus full of school children is about to be attacked. Ooh, bridge collapse, that's fun. If Superman's dad was here, he would say maybe let them fall. Man of Steel jokes. Oh, I was like, who's that? I didn't even recognize that as Batman. Also, are Gotham City and Metropolis really like next door to each other? I know it was like that in BVS, but everyone made it sound like that was ridiculous. Superboy, oh, Jesus Christ. See, the landings. We have told you to fix the landings. Knock down the whole bridge. Oh, now you threw the bus. Okay. I really thought you were just about to toss those third graders.
Your landing could have destabilized the entire bridge. It didn't, but it
could have. It only didn't because you were holding him.
Well, maybe you could,
help
me figure that out. Batman's got that covered.
Oh, okay. I've been making a lot of jokes at Superboy's expense, but I feel bad for him.
On my way. Sorry, Superboy. Duty calls.
Damn. One, you really need a name.
Oh, Clark. But we need to talk.
You're a terrible tutor. I feel like this could have, like, Omni-Man training Invincible before it was horrible. But like the wholesome vibes of it, they could have. Instead, Superman's just like, so you, Batman's got that covered. Oh, my phone's ringing. I gotta go. Sorry. Dude. Like, you don't have to pay child support on him, but you could say hi. Say, oh, like, I know landing can be difficult. Let me help you out a little.
Superboy, how is Metropolis?
You didn't recognize his pissed off walking stance?
So I thought I'd see how you were adjusting.
A few bumps, but I'm learning.
That's all I can ask.
Stick around. Class is in session.
He's all salty because he doesn't have a father figure.
Honor to be your teacher. I'll throw a lot at you. Everything I've learned from my own mentors. And my own bruises.
What happened?
The job.
I love Black Canary. Like, I had no opinion on her until, like, JLU. Then I'm like, no, she's amazing.
After this, whoosh, I'll show you my moves.
15-year-olds are gross.
Hurts so good.
Status
Good
fail.
dog. But did anyone see what he did wrong?
Ooh, he hit on teacher and got served? Dude!
I mean, you did that. Like, flat out.
With my powers, the battle's always on my terms. I'm a living weapon, and this is a waste of my time.
See?
Prove it.
Annoying. He had me for a second. I was like, poor child. He needs some love and care, but... Redirecting strength. The literal point and laugh.
You're angry. Good. But don't react. Channel that anger into...
Or don't. That's why you do.
That's it. I'm done.
Training is mandatory.
If you don't succeed at first, just quit. Gifted
The
kid
attacker was
syndrome.
capable of studying, then duplicating the powers and abilities of its opponents.
Hey.
Arrow called in reinforcements, which nearly proved disastrous.
I don't know what the name of that is. DC World.
8 Leaguers, 4 hours to defeat and dismantle the android.
An android?
What is it,
Who made it,
Adaptoid? Or is that Marvel? I don't
Good
remember.
guess, Robin. But Red Tornado doesn't think so.
He's just like, if anyone's nice to any of the teens, I'm gonna be very upset.
To make certain this threat is permanently neutralized, we're sending 2 trucks carrying the android's parts, facilities in Boston and New York for immediate evaluation. We'll have 4 additional decoy trucks to create confusion. You will split into undercover teams to safeguard the 2 real trucks.
So now we take out your trash?
You had something better to do.
I mean, you weren't doing fight training. Superman doesn't want to talk to you. I mean, you can only spend so much time stewing in your room before you're like, I need a hobby. Maybe knitting. I'm really into The Sims. Maybe Superboy would enjoy some of that. He just takes off the minute he sees Superboy. Are they gonna have motorcyclists on every truck? Otherwise, that seems like a really obvious clue as to which one the real trucks are. Nope, looks like just the 2 real trucks. That's
I told you.
poorly
To
planned.
talk.
You're being a bad father figure. Not that I'm like the best example, because I brought in a tiny combat 9-year-old, but he at least likes me.
Dislike is the opposite of like. Is disaster the opposite of aster?
Is it every episode? Every episode Robin with the SAT words? Not even SAT words, just like...
Canary. I mean, what business does she have teaching combat skills to a guy with super strength?
Did you or did you not fall on your ass?
Taking down stronger guys is part of the gig. Canary learned that the hard way.
Do you think Superboy's okay?
A quiet mission will clear his head.
Well, there goes that plan.
I hate monkeys.
What do you like? Pick a color. Muffins?
Hey, switch your ride to battle mode.
No point.
I am battle mode. Or yeah, let's just destroy both of our motorcycles. Because you have a point to prove to yourself. I should feel bad, but he makes it so hard. Oh, cool. Just jump. Can't see. Jump. Sure, that'll go well.
Somebody help!
I mean, you know they're like right behind you. That's the somebody. The sound effects are very entertaining. Did she grow extra arms? She can do that? I mean, yeah, shape-shifting, I guess. That's so cool. I love it. Do more of that. Would you rather fight 400 tiny robot monkeys or 1 giant robot monkey?
Get out!
They made it really easy to tell which one was the real trucks. How could this happen to me? I'm so strong! He's a teenage fetus with anger issues who feels abandoned. I get it. Still gonna make fun of him. Let's just destroy their wheat while you go. When they file a civil suit against Superboy, what then?
Radio your position. We'll help you.
I don't need help. Don't want any.
He straight up sounds like the Hulk. Superboy don't need help. Superboy strong.
Maybe we should contact Red Tornado?
Tornado always tells us to handle things ourselves.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't
The mission
tell him.
can still succeed if we recover the parts.
Like, you should absolutely tell the League that the android that stole all their powers has been stolen.
These monkeys know exactly which trucks to target.
You were driving by them.
The parts have GPS. I can track them with the one I captured. Looks like both sets of parts are converging on Gotham City.
That far south? McGann and I won't get there anytime soon. I'm sending Kid on ahead to meet you. Aqualad out.
Can she, like, summon the bioship? Robin doesn't even have a ride. You just ride his horse. Oh, I'm in love.
Definitely a disaster.
Amazing. I love the tiny little... Looks like the one you get for 3-year-olds.
The boy needs you.
No, he needs you. He needs Red. I'm just a constant reminder of what he's not.
Have you tried talking to him?
Dead wrong. Look, I know he troubles you. This boy needs his father.
I'm not his
Ooh.
father.
The
I'll
F
take
word.
that pie to go.
Yeah, I think Bruce went in a little hard by calling him father. We know that's a touchy subject. Could have just been like, he needs a mentor, he needs training, he needs so many other words could have been used.
Or Ivo, I'm whelmed.
You're one to talk.
Love that that's sticking
When
in.
does the big blue boy scout have a brat?
You'd actually love me, I'm a science project.
If you say so. Have you met my mobile optimal neural quotient infiltrators?
Monkey, M-O.
And after all
Got
the
it.
trouble I went through finding an acronym for monkey.
Access, Captain Adam.
Oh. That's what Captain Adam does.
Professor Ivo's
Tracks.
magnificent monkeys don't float your boat. Maybe my amazing Amazo would better suit you.
Amazo, okay. What are the ears for? Does the pointiness serve a purpose? I kind of like that the League apparently stripped this robot into parts and all. It took like 20 minutes and some super glue to get him back together.
Superman. What chance do you have?
I have like kind of a strength, like kind of.
Oh, sorry. Did that strike a nerve?
Amazo fighting like Black Canary would be more impressive to me than. Yay! And I wasn't even talking about the Sonic Scream. I just wanted him to get his ass kicked hand to hand. Okay, looks like he can only do one person at a time.
Oh, no wonder Daddy keeps you hidden away. You're not really doing justice to the old S-Shield, are you?
That's the thing I'm sensitive about.
Access, Superman.
The question is, how do you have to access super strength? Wouldn't that, like, once that's a part of you, wouldn't that just be a thing? Also, how does a robot get the strength of Superman? Wouldn't it be limited to how much force the robot could actually, like, exert? Yes, I'm getting too specific and literal for a show about superheroes, but, you know, questions worth asking, I think. I don't know, I'm just being really annoying today, I'm sorry.
You changed too. You kidding? I feel naked in civvies. You still tracking the parts?
Dude, they're at my school.
You go to school? We've finally actually seen his name for the first time in the show. Wait, hold on. That was a really smooth. Good, focus on what's important. That 13-year-old girl who has a picture of Superman on her locker.
That all you got?
Access, Captain Adam.
I feel like you should attack him when he's saying access, because he takes like 3 whole seconds to say it. Access. Now, how did you get to the bleachers?
This was too good to miss.
Access, Superman.
Like, he spent so much time saying access. Yoink! Yoink!
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, he didn't say access that time.
Access,
Miss Martian can fly. Why can't she bring Aqualad with her?
Martian Manhunter. Superman.
Unfortunate.
Martian Manhunter.
Okay. Is it her? Is this gonna be it? This is not going well for you. Come on, show her, show her.
Normally, Amazo would study and mimic your abilities during battle, but what's the
I mean, they're all Justice
You're
League
all
light,
such
so.
poor copies of the originals.
Okay, well, when I say it, it's affectionately, so that's rude. Yeah, just keep attacking him.
See me channel that anger! Great, he's gone ballistic again.
Maybe not.
Manhunter.
That's fun.
Help me disassemble him, now!
Dude, the guy has no head.
I mean, it didn't take too long to put his head up. Oh, Aqualad, you're here.
Boy, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Of all the people?
Hey, where's Ivo?
Yeah, Flash. I feel like that should have been your job. Of the whole team, that feels like that was a you moment.
Your ability to handle them has impressed the League.
The whole league?
Given time,
Wait, I feel bad for him again.
of course, there's no shame in asking for help that we can't handle
They're
individually.
throwing Green Arrow in the background. I'm like,
If we needed help, we'd never get the chance to ask. You were following us, and That's not your arrow. But that means Speedy.
No, he's a red arrow. They're like, well, no, this is a separate issue. Who was following our young group of teen spies?
Good, because I'm here.
Nah, no love and support. Just beat them up. It's not how you should handle teenagers with emotional issues at all. This is not a recommendation for child's care. So we did not get blonde girl, but we're getting the hints. And finally getting something. It is very interesting because I was like, okay, so they're in this big climactic battle. She's clearly following them. This is gonna be her moment to shine. But all she did was save, I keep wanting to call him Speedy, but that's not his name. So all she did was save Wally's life and then just kind of let it play out as it was. So if you're trying to ingratiate yourself with the League, which presumably, you know, she's replicating the Green Arrow, she's a fan on some level, even if it's not like of him personally, but like, I like archery and I want to do hero things. Why not make yourself known? Especially because it's like, hey, I just saved your little boy's life. Hit me up, let me know what's going, like, I'd be submitting my resume quick and fast, but she didn't. So I'm curious to see like what her motivation is going to be if she doesn't actually want to be a part of the team. Conversely, maybe she's kind of like Guardian, where he thinks he's the good guy, but he's still working with whatever shady Board of Light situation. So maybe like there's reasons she doesn't want to be associated with the League, but she doesn't want people to die or anything. But that doesn't make sense because she ends up as part of the League. So, well, not part of the League, but part of the Young Justice. What, do they have an official name? Did I miss that? Anyway, I was very hard on Superboy. He needs a name. I can call him Stan and it still works. It makes me laugh, but it's like his lack of identity, aside from the fact that he's a fetus, quite literally, like he's 16 weeks old. Aside from the leaks that he's literally a fetus who was computer programmed to have memories, who has strength but not the strength of the person he was cloned to be. He's a lot of issues going on, and the fact that they won't even just be like, you need a name, you need to be your own person, have your own identity. Stop wearing the S. Stop it. Just wear a shirt. I realize all of the League wears like their adult uniform but smaller, but you know, in your downtime, his civvies are still the S. Just, you need to start forming your own interest and developing into your own person. McGann, maybe leave him alone while he does that, but I don't think she's going to. She said, I want me a slice of that 16-week-old beefcake. I was hard on him this episode. I made a lot of jokes at his expense, but he clearly learned something. He gained some level of respect for Black Canary as her combat trainer, as someone who's weaker than him but can still clearly kick his ass. So, you know, hopefully this will be the turning point episode of now I can begin this process of growing and evolving, because I can only take so much for so long, even though his stress is sympathetic. We didn't really get to see Aqualad be a team leader, which is kind of annoying to me because the whole last episode was about him being the team leader, and in this episode they very neatly put him to the side because, you know, Superboy's episode, so fine. But I kind of wish he'd been able to at least delineate some real orders that weren't just like, all right, follow the parts, we'll meet you there. Like something, like if there had been a bit of strategy he could have come up with ahead of time, if maybe he could have, I mean, Robin's a techie, so he'd find the, I don't know, I just, a little something more than what he was actually given this episode would have been nice, but it wasn't anything major, and I get that the purpose was to focus on one specific character's development, so I won't say anything yet. I did say a bunch of things, but I'm gonna say not with Vim, with a very just like a light remark upon it, but not a mark against it. Whereas if it's like in the next 7 episodes, Aqualad is just kind of like, all right team, let's go, and like that's his only role as a leader, then I'll be mad. I don't know, I think that the main purpose of this episode was definitely just Superboy, and then we're getting the little hints of the blonde archer girl following them, and I'm curious to see if we're gonna get like a separate League, not mission, I know they're not gonna give us a full episode, but you saw their faces, they were like, whose arrow was this? Like they were all, oh, it was Speedy. They're like, no, that's not Speedy. So they know something's going on. I'm curious if it's just gonna be like, hey, we found her. I don't know why I did this motion, like we're holding her up like a eggplant. I think that'd be like different. Anyway, it's like, hey, we found this girl, she's following us, she's part of the team now, or if it's going to be, we did some league investigating because it's actually a major security concern if someone is actively following the Young Justice around, following their missions, and like was close enough to do damage. And so we were doing some investigating, and she had two options: join the team or get the hell away. I do like that she's being introduced this way though, because in the first episode I said that when Speedy leaves the team, if Green Arrow was just like, cool, here's my backup Archer, that'd be so rude. Like, that would be a little hurtful. It would lend credence to Speedy's argument that they're being treated, you know, like sidekicks in the most negative way possible, like being literally like disposable and interchangeable. So I like that it's gonna be a completely separate kind of thing. Like, she's going to make her presence known. She's gonna show her skill like ahead of time. I think that's really all I have to say about this episode. I did like it. I made a lot of mean jokes, but Superboy's growing, he's learning, he's a child, so I can't, not too much on him, and excited to see where this goes in the next episode. Once again, I'm saying, are we gonna see the blonde girl? This is it, right? We've gotten our intro. This should be the time. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you think I was too mean to Superboy, leave a comment. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to do that, but you watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on Twitter at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!